everyone, welcome to this video where I am together with Jay, the inventor of the Whitebird method, and we
Hey,
are here to discuss how he used the no-pitch DM system to close an 18K deal in August, which was actually the highlight of August. Can't believe I forgot about that at all. Hi Jay, how are you doing?
I'm doing very, very well, sister, and I'm glad to be on here today. And thank you for inviting me on.
Yeah, thank you for being here. So let's just get straight into it. This 18K deal, you use the no pitch DM method to get this lady on a call and close her. But before we get into the how of that, can you tell us a little bit of what you were doing before? Because obviously you're a seasoned coach. Look at your results in the background. You do book calls. So tell us about what was happening before.
I think before what I was using the DMs, but not in as a creative way. So I was doing voice notes, I was sending visuals like slides and those sorts of things. And so it's almost as though I was doing okay, but I realized to form a deeper connection, I kind of tapped into the no pitch DM system in order to get more of a connection by using my phone, recording my face, doing selfies when I'm out and about in the gym in Barcelona, when I was on holiday, like taking sort of kind of snaps and like doing screen recordings and things like that. So I think um, studying your system just allowed me to go deeper in the elements of DMs.
Yeah, and can you talk about why is it so important in 2024 to have that deep connection with potential clients?
People are the most skeptical that I've ever seen. People are not trusting. One of my clients coined it. They've had enough of cultures and courses. Cultures and courses are just a curse, the three C words. And so it's almost as though, like, I think in this day and age, you actually have to be a real coach. And I think when you're able to use the no pitch DM system to coach people before they've paid you, give them those world-class insights that no one's given them before, then it almost gives you an unfair advantage because you're doing something that people who pay money don't get. So you're giving clarity before being paid a dime.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And what else would you say were gaps that were filled by the no-pitch DM system for you?
I think it's not just giving value once, but waves of value. So you might give some value initially, test, test close. What do they think of it? And then there might be a second wave of value. Test close. What do you think? Check in. What do you think? Good. Then a third wave of value. So it's not like, hey, here's some value, try and book a call. You kind of gauge the buying temperature. And so when you've got different modalities that you use in an no pitch DM system, like first of all, it might be um like a screen recording. Send that. Like, what do you think? Then you might send a selfie. What do you think of this? Then you might create a piece of content. So it's layering, value layering, which I think is the powerful element of the no pitch DM system.
Yeah, absolutely. And walk us through that 18K deal, step by step, how you connected, how you provided value, and how you got this lady on a call.
Well, the connection was just a standard connection. Just like, how are you doing? And I think what's key is that she responded. She responded. So maybe she saw my profile and
Mhm.
saw that, there was good stuff there. And then I just made an offer. Sometimes I think when someone's open for value, I could see how I could offer value. And so I made an offer to give her value. And then, from there, I used the no pitch layering system in terms of three layers of value. So first of all, I did a screen recording audit. That was about 2.5 minutes. She
Mhm.
sent that. She loved it. She enjoyed it. So after the audit,
What did you audit specifically? Go deeper there.
I audited her profile. So I
Mhm.
looked at her profile and I saw how she could connect with her target market, how she could change her offer, pivot her offer. And like, it really comes down to, in my opinion, like when we're offering value, it has to come from essence. It has to come from vision rather than, hey, this is something that I send to everybody. It's a copy and paste. I think the key to the no pitch DM system, correct me if I might be wrong here, but it's personalization.
Yes, yes, for
Yeah.
sure. And
And
what I
so if,
like what you just said there is that you gave the audit before, right? So a lot of people, what they're doing now is they're trying to get someone on an audit call. Whereas with the no pitch, you're already giving that value in the DMs to give someone a reason to come onto the call with you. So next, what did you do next?
so after doing that recording, she liked the recording. And then I gave her like a little whiteboard presentation. So I just got a whiteboard slide for her. She loved the whiteboard slide. Then after doing the whiteboard slide, I created a piece of content for her as well. And I did like a selfie. So I know what I liked about what you were doing is that you just sort of kind of incorporate this lifestyle selfie. Hey, I'm out and about. Hey, how you doing? And so look, it comes down to, correct me if I'm wrong, people buy off energy. And so
Yes.
energy is very difficult to fake, right? And so if you show more of your authentic self, it almost comes a situation of the guard's up here, then you give a bit of value, then a bit more, then a bit more, then a bit more, and the guard's down. And then, once you give that value, it's almost as though the no pitch method almost says right towards the end, once they've enjoyed it, we're not pitching them, but we're saying, hey, do you want continuation?
Exactly.
You want more of the same?
Exactly.
And I think in this day and age, I find it much better to give value in the DMs because it frames the call. Like today, I made the schoolboy error of hopping onto the call with someone who said, oh, let's hop on the call. No value was exchanged before. And then it just seemed like it was a bit weird, right? So who's pitching who here, right? In a sense. But that's what happens when you don't frame it.
Yeah, and what would you say is the key to navigating the DMs in a way that we're not pushy or salesy? So like really embodying the like non-pitchy approach.
Personalized value. Look, I call it a bleeding neck problem. If someone's got a bleeding neck problem, then if you offer a solution and you embody, sometimes we speak about being the best in the world at what we do. And I believe, why not? Why can't we be the best in the world in terms of the angle that we live by, right?
Yeah.
And so I think it comes down to, if we are the best in the world at what we do, then there's a difference between doing it for 5K or 10K. That's the lowest level, wanting to gain. And then there's another level where we want to get approval. Hey, I'm going to jump in the DMs as long as no one thinks that I'm being pushy. Or I'm going to jump in the DMs as long as I don't get rejected. And then the level above that is when you look at vision. If your vision is to help as many people as possible, then maybe coaching in the DMs using the no pitch method might be the fastest way to really allow you to get your vision out there. There's no barriers, like there's no appointment setter. It's you giving the value, you giving the coaching, you giving the essence. And at the top level, I think it's unconditional love. So if people say, no, I'm fine, yeah, okay. Great to connect anyway.
That's so
If
true.
people are, if you can tell people are nervous, hey, look, I'm on a program already. It's unconditional love. Oh, yeah, I understand. No worries. I understand. Look, you're on a program, but my insights are for free. Like, I'm not charging you here. Like, my insights are for free. Is that making sense?
Yeah, for sure. And I think, today someone also told me no regards to me offering value to them. But then I remember what we speak about all the time, like what's the bigger risk here, right? Like who's offering them value like that? And we also have to understand that people have been burned before. So we cannot judge them if they don't want that. But what we can do is put our best foot forward and deliver the value in a way that's like fun, engaging. I love to send people videos when I'm having my coffee in the morning, for example, just catching up, seeing how they are doing. So what would you say to people that are kind of on the fence of like using the DMs to book calls right now? What would you say to them?
I tell people to work with you. The reason why I tell people to work with you is because you've carved your lane and you're doing something that allows people to add value. In a world where a coach might say, hey, I've not had a call in 6 months. We've seen those coaches, right? Oh no, I can't get people onto calls. Well, we're able to get people DM value. We're able to tap into the no pitch DM system. And I think it's almost impossible not to be able to add value with this method because it's low risk.
Yeah.
It's low risk. It's low risk to you. It's 3 or 4 minutes of your time. It's low risk to them. Like, they're not hopping on a call. So I think it's a win-win, and it just enables you to maybe establish goodwill. Whether someone books a call or not is goodwill. Whether someone takes you up on the offer or not, they might not, is goodwill. And so I think the no pitch DM system is even more important now than ever before, because I think the DM element, and I'm not talking DM scripts, because DM scripts, like, I get a bit bored of them. Hey, are you still there? Or are you, waiting emoji, like TikTok, it's like, okay, like, So I think this method allows you to tap into the higher levels of energy, which are joy, unconditional love, essence, and really tapping into your creativity.
Yeah, thank you so much for your review. And I'm very happy that, obviously you're the one that helped me to build out this system, and that with me using it and making it my own, applying my creativity, that it also gave you insights that helped you close this 18K deal. That's just like an amazing way of co-creating together.
It's a co-creation, and it's, an element of growth. Like, we have to find new ways of doing things, and that's ultimately what it comes down to, new opportunities. And I think what the DMs allow you to do is it allows you to almost test out your coaching skills by being creative. And it's like the DMs can be a library. You could give resources, links, really begin to help people. It's not just a place just to copy and paste scripts, hey, what's your biggest challenge? It's like,
Yeah,
okay.
I like that you say that, because I think the difference between the no pitch and everything that's on the market is that it gives you the freedom to really like bring forward your authenticity and how you are as a person, how you want to communicate to people, instead of like indeed seeing it as like, okay, this is how I open up the conversation. Now I get to ask the question, do you want to go on a call with me, right? This is how everyone does it. And I get why everyone is so scared of it. But if we approach of leaning in with serving and value and just being ourselves and using what you say, like layering different ways of adding value, then it can be fun.
100%, it's fun, and you could get your team involved, get a VA to maybe help you as well. And yeah, I think it just comes down to, look, my whole thing is, if I provide value to 5 people a day, then that keeps a good, healthy business, because you're targeting the right people with the right insights and information that can really change their life and like rock their world, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for
No
being here
worries.
today with me.
Cool.
And yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. See you.
Thank you so much.